What's up, guys? I hope you're enjoying your Sunday. In this video, a quick X2Y2 update. Of course, we're doing a daily update on X2 and Y2. Also, we're quickly looking at LooksRare a little bit, but to be honest, it's a bit of a teaser for you guys because I'm not going in too much depth of LooksRare in this video. I wanted to, but I didn't have the time to do so. So we're getting into LooksRare more detailed tomorrow. A lot of people have requested a video about LooksRare, an update to see where LooksRare is at right now. So we're doing that a little bit more tomorrow. In this video, I want to run over a couple of things of X2Y2. Of course, the basics, we're going to see where we're at. We're probably in this video will be hitting this 10K milestone probably in like a half a minute or a minute. We're going to hit a 10K milestone. Also, let's get started with this. I want to do the NFT listing rewards, right? We talked about it a couple of times already in the video. We know the price is dropping a lot, so unfortunately it's not profitable, it's not doable to claim and restake restake the tokens, right? So we missed a couple of days because I didn't end up staking, I didn't end up collecting it, which was a shame, but you know, it was 10, 20, 30, $40, $30 I think that we kind of missed, which is fine. So we can do it today, right? And this is the situation with it. This is where we're at. So the snapshot is taken every single day at 1 p.m. I haven't changed what NFTs I have listed. The numbers change according to how close you are to the floor price and how much tradable volume there is on those specific NFTs. Something I continue to find very weird, but I'm not complaining, is, oh no, hold up. As of today, those are gone. Yesterday too. Maybe they changed it because yesterday it was still in there, I believe. Up until Friday, there were still NFTs in there that I had sold a long time ago, and we were actually still getting tokens for it. So apparently, it takes a little while for this to change and adapt towards the NFTs that you sold yesterday. And today though, it is up to date again. You see a couple of them, there's no tradable volume on these, and yeah, it makes sense, there's nothing happening there. I might decide to list more. You see here, right, 4 tokens yesterday, 0.4 today, big difference. No tradable volume whatsoever today. Here, these ones have been going down quite a lot because these were at 10 before. So you got 10 for these before, now you get less. These two are listed for 1 Ethereum, these two are listed for more, so you see that you get more for these. So what I might do is lower these closer to the floor price. And my mutant is really fluctuating a lot now. It's up a little bit again, but it was down quite significant. Here it was up to 17, here it is only 7. So you see a big change, big difference in how many tokens going from 4 to 5 to 6, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's an upward trend there, and then suddenly 17 tokens, and then suddenly back to 10, and now back to 12. So the mutant is fluctuating a lot, which makes sense because there's a lot of difference in volume on mutant apes. So we're gonna collect. Last time that we checked, we wanted to claim and stake it again, which makes sense because there's a bit of a compounding effect in there. Unfortunately, it's quite expensive. Why? Is because right now we have 292 tokens to collect, right? So is 292 tokens to collect, but the price is sitting at 36. So times 0.3674 cents exactly comes down to $107. So if I would claim a restake, I'm literally restaking. I'm staking $30, right? Or here less. Now it's 84 bucks. That's just not worth it whatsoever, really. So what I'm just gonna do is just gonna claim it. I'm not gonna use this to stake the token. I'm just gonna claim it. $33 is a little bit, it's quite a lot of money on a $100 claim, but it's better than nothing, right? We did earn 70 bucks, which is $10 a day. So I guess it is, at least it's something, right? You unfortunately do get these tokens in X2Y2, I'm assuming. Yes, I have collected 292 X2Y2 tokens. So now we need to also transfer this to another token that we want to use it for, right? Because it definitely doesn't make sense to now start staking this, because then, that's just paying double, really. If we just stake this now, maybe that's, that would end up, so this is an option for you. This would end up cheaper. You can claim it for $33 and then stake it for 34, roughly ends up being $67. Then it means I've roughly staked, I've staked like $40 in extra in profit, right? Which is less than clicking here on collect and claim at the same time. So that could be an option, right? but I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna use the $100 for, you know, something else. We'll see what I'm gonna do with it. As for the total staking, let's refresh one more time. We're probably at the 10K now. No, oh, so close. Let's look at the results, right, where we're at right now. And then I also want to look a little bit at the progression, because to be honest, there is a bit of an upward trend going on, in my opinion. It is a bit late today. Sunday night at the office with all of you. Let's make it like this, right? There's a bit of an upward trend going on, not in the token and not in the things that are happening, but in the things X2Y2 are doing. One of them is what floor, which I'm following, very, very useful. There's a floor tracker here, which is cool. We're actually developing a certain floor tracker in our community project that we're doing in Empower Club, which is in the Discord, right? If you would be in the Discord, you would get all updates on all of this, but we're developing like an NFT floor tracker, right? For your own personal portfolio, different tools to it. You want to know more, join Discord. But what this does, this tool compares X2Y2 floor to OpenSea floor, and it gives a notification when the floor is lower. But you see, 17% lower. This is a cheap NFT, right? So it's only 0.4 Ethereum difference, but that's quite a lot, right? This is lower on X2Y2 compared to OpenSea. So what you could do is you just sweep the floor, you buy it, right? Here you can see you would buy it off X2Y2 for 0.2, and then you just list it on OpenSea for 0.23, I don't know, 0.238. You're the lowest one, you're the cheapest one, bang, you could potentially make a quick profit, right? If there's volume, that's a very easy way to make money. You just gotta be quick. Now the floor is back at 0.24, so that one you missed, right? Which probably is because people actually bought up the floor. But here again, 12% difference, right? X2Y2 0.15 probably would have been changed by now too. No, still the same, 0.15. So if you go Royal Society players, you take this one, you go to OpenSea, and then you check the floor. 0.169, right? Where is it? Here. 0.169. So that's 0.019 in difference. If there's volume here, which apparently there is, if there's sales here that are above the 0.15, which there are, right? Unfortunately, a little while ago, but if there would be tradable volume right now, well, that's actually a good trade, right? Do understand that there's royalties involved, so you got to do a quick calculation on it. So let's say we take the floor, which is this one. Where can we see the royalties? Probably when we click buy now. I don't even know if I have Ethereum in this wallet, but don't think so. Creative fee 5%, right? So there's 5% creative fee and then 2.5%, so 7.5% that goes to OpenSea and to the creator, right? So you got to take 7.5% of this number, which is around $40. So that's around $430 that you would gain from selling. And then of course you got to know how much this one will cost you exactly. So yeah, there's not a whole lot of profit there, but it's $15. If you would do this trick multiple times though, over and over and over again, you make sure that you do your calculations quickly and you look at it fast enough, you can actually make a decent amount of money on it. And especially if you would find one that has a lower floor, so even a 6% right now on a number of like this, yeah, it's not a whole lot, right? But it's sometimes that's bigger difference right here. So the floor is 8% on this one, 0.24 Ethereum lower on X2Y2 compared to OpenSea. That's a lot. Like that's actually a lot, because if you would have 4 of these and you would trade 4 of these, you come close to an Ethereum profit minus gas fee and transaction cost, right? Floor 287 right now, so it's already caught up again, and this will probably continue to happen over and over and over again. You find something like this and then the floor of X2Y2 will catch up to OpenSea. But it is a pretty cool feature and a pretty cool trick to have extra as a tool in your NFT marketplace, right? And they're coming up with a lot more different things, and people are actually saying that as well. Hey, the devs are hard at work, new features pretty much daily. Your job, just stack, stake, and wait. To be honest, I'm slowly gaining a little bit more confidence in this project, in the things they're doing. Unfortunately, though, there's just too many tokens coming into circulating supply. With X2Y2, that's why the price has no chance of ever recovering and ever going up. It's only going to continue to go down more and more and more and more. And we already know that that's just not going to slow down. This is going to continue on a downward trend like this forever until they have a certain burning system in place. So what I actually want to do next week, because it is a pretty easy fix, I want to do a video how I would save the token price of X2Y2. Let me know in the comments down below if you would like to see a video of that, where I'll explain different strategies and angles they could be using to increase the token price here. Yes, I do think, to be honest, for a mid-term, longer term, this has some potential if they keep up the work the way they're doing it now. But I'm usually not a long-term trader. We're not really looking at this for the longer term. And when I mean longer term, like it might actually take a couple of months before this turns around, right? And when it turns around and it goes from 25 cents, 20 cents, wherever it might be, back up towards 200% gain, well, then you're back up to 40 cents, 50 cents, right? If it jumps up 400% in 2 weeks time after a while, it's like, oh my God, this thing jumped up 400%. Well, then it might be at $1 or $1.20. Still nothing, right? What we want to see is $2. We want to see $3, right? And how is something like that going to happen if they take action right now? So you got to be quick. Otherwise, yeah, we're going to have to sit and write this out for a very long time. All right, refresh. We're at 10K tokens, where we started with, what was it, 5K tokens? Is it true? So we doubled. 10,001 is where we're at right now. 10,001. We started with 6,000 tokens. All right, so we need 2,000 more, and then we've doubled our tokens, right? So in total, we have, let's go for, what were the calculations again? This minus this. Oh yeah, so we do this one first. So we have earned 608 tokens. We already said it before. APR is not going down that fast anymore, and now it's very clearly to see it's actually not going down that fast anymore. Yes, it went below the 2,000 mark, but it's been sitting around roughly the same, 100% difference for a couple of days now. So it's not slowing down that much anymore. So we're actually gaining more tokens now daily. There's an upward trend. Yes, there's 3 hours difference, but 3 hours is not 80 tokens. So there's a bit of an upward trend going on here. And now we can easily see we have earned a total of 3,891 tokens. And then what we want to know, of course, is how much is that actually worth at the current price, current rate. We can check this one, the DEX tools, if we want to have the real lifetime token price, which is 36.2 cents. Is that the same as here? Roughly. Let's go for CoinMarketCap, because that's what we've been doing the whole time. So we keep the same metric. It's 36.35. Oh wait, hold up. 0 point. That's a big difference, eh? 0 point. There we go. So yeah, more tokens earned than yesterday. 80 more tokens earned. 86 more tokens earned than yesterday. $20 less total profit, right? 3,891 tokens earned in total is worth less than 3,200 tokens earned here, right? This is less than 2,200 tokens, 1,600 tokens difference over the last 3 days, right? The worst one is probably this one, 23rd, which is 4 days ago, with less than half of the amount of tokens. We had just a little bit more earned. So you can see the effect and the impact of the decrease in token price, right? But again, we are earning a lot more tokens, not too much longer anymore, considering we're earning 600 a day now. There is still a decline in this. So let's say on average, we lowball it for just for the sake of it. We're earning 500 tokens a day, which is lowballing, and I think we'll earn more. But that would mean that in 4 days from now, I was gonna say in the 31st, but February doesn't go for that long. But it means that in 4 days from now, that when we have doubled the amount of tokens, right, we're getting close to a situation where we can see whether this is actually ever going to be profitable again, yes or no. Because if things would turn around right now, right, and if there would be an upward trend with the amount of tokens that we have, this now gaining towards the 80 cents, right, that would mean $8,000, and that would mean we're break even again. If this has the potential to go back to the dollar, so it does need to gain quite a lot, right? But if the potential is there and it goes towards the dollar, well, then suddenly we're in profit and we're making a decent amount of money as well. So that's something you do have to understand when you're in a game like this. when you're consistently accumulating tokens more and more and more and more and more, even though the price is slowly going down. If there ever would be a turnaround point, because we have accumulated this many tokens over time, then that turnaround point will be pretty powerful and you actually earn quite a lot of money. Do I see that happening again? No, not really. Not until they do a very good burning system that they have in place for the token to have a chance to even increase, because there's way too many tokens coming in the circulating supply every single day, right? There's some statistics that I want to run over, but again, I'll do that in the next video. Which is through here, I've gained a lot of information about X2Y2 compared to LuxRare, compared to OpenSea. This is just a simple example, right? The market users that are on these platforms. You can obviously see the domination of OpenSea that's just continuing to be there. Massive domination here. But you can also see the difference in tradable volume when days aren't as when there's a little bit less of a positive sentiment in the market. Big difference. But you do see that there's slowly coming more users towards X2Y2 than there is right now on LuxRare. So it is starting to take over LuxRare, right? LuxRare is struggling. There seems to be no more or less wash trading going on than there was before, and you can straight away see that there's, I don't know, when nothing happening anymore. The tradable volume is very low on LuxRare, so there's no real tradable sales anymore going on LuxRare, right? So X2Y2 is coming up with quite a lot of developments. More and more projects are proud and want to be listed on X2Y2 because they know that there's sales there, and there actually are sales happening on X2Y2. A lot of the things that they're tweeting about right now is this floor price difference. They wanna bring that to life where people actually use that, which is clever, because it's either going to be a trick that people use to flip money, but if they do so, then of course it does increase the amount of sales happening on X2Y2, right? Or it just shows that their floor price is cheaper, and slowly but surely people might be a little bit more used to just opening up X2Y2 rather than just always opening up OpenSea, right? Both of those events would be positive for X2Y2. Just tried out the new X2Y2 bulk buying feature, was able to pick up my 4th Red King, which is a certain NFT, a Mason the Goat token, and an RPG something, all at prices less than OpenSea floors in a single transaction for 50 in gas. This is pretty dope, right? If you're working on buying multiple NFTs, you can bulk buy from different collections. So not just bulk buy the same and sweep the floor of a single collection where you buy 1, 2, or 3 different NFTs from the same collection. No, you can actually go to different collections and buy all of that at once. You might think that this is, that's cool, that's useful, that's nice, right? But if you think about it, if you do quite a lot of trading in NFTs and you're pretty active with going back and forth, saves a massive amount of money, right? If you would be able to cut your trades in half. So this guy did 3 trades with $50 in gas. Usually this would have been $150 roughly, because you paid that money, that $50 roughly, as an example, 3 times rather than once, right? So here in this example, he was able to save up $100, which is in one go. But if you would be doing this multiple times a week, well, then you could literally save yourself $500 to $1,000 a week, depending on how much you trade, on gas fee. And then what can you do with that money? Well, you can use that money to invest in whatever you want to do, or you buy more NFTs or whatever, right? But you let that money roll for you. We don't really see and notice how much we're actually spending in gas fee. Sometimes you have these claims, and then you can see how much you actually spent on gas fee, because you can see certain statistics and stuff, and you get shocked by it. I've spent thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on gas fee. If I would be able to save half of that, or at least a portion of it, I can use that money, and $2,000 or $3,000, however much it might be, can over time double, and that can over time double, and then a couple of years time from now, you suddenly earned yourself another 100 grand, another fucking however much you want to make, right? So that's a cool feature. I think that that's a very important feature, but it also shows the innovation that X2Y2 is coming up with. So yeah, I was very pessimistic, semi-pessimistic, and very careful at the start, but slowly but surely, I do see that there's progression, and I do see that there's an upward trend going on with X2Y2 in the development of it. So I think that we shouldn't write it off just yet, but I do think that they need to come up with something very quickly to change the token price, because otherwise there's no point in being a good NFT marketplace if you can't really make money. Yes, it's good for NFT trading, but still, you now have a token, so you have the responsibility of the token price too. But I will show you all of that in the next video, where I'm gonna talk about how I would drive the price up of X2Y2. I think I have a couple of good ideas that they should be using. Then maybe they should just hire me as their advisor, right? No, I'm just kidding. So quick summing up is we've got 10K tokens earned in total, right? We have 10K total. We have earned 3,891, which is around $1,400 current price. We're still sitting at a very decent loss. The current price is 0.362 times the amount of tokens that we have. So we're sitting at $3,600 right now, which is what it's worth. And we've put in $8,000. So we're at a very, very massive loss. This is probably my biggest loss that I've had in like the last 6, 7, 8 months, right? Percentage wise. So when you look at it that way, it's a very bad trade, but it's also cool to see, I think, to see what we do with it, what type of actions we take, and we're keeping a very good close on it. Usually I would have been like, you know, fuck it, I'm just gonna take my money out, I'll take the loss and I'll put it somewhere else, because it's still worth a little over 1 Ethereum, and I can use that 1 Ethereum somewhere else very easily and, you know, make money out of it. But I really do like the way we're focusing on this that much, and I also see the progression and the upward trend. So I would like to see some movement here. I think it would be very cool for you guys for the videos, for myself for the trading, but also just for the overall, you know, crypto scene, to see something like that turn around and make a good move on it. Again, I won't think that any of that happens if they don't do anything about the token, like any burning system. So it doesn't necessarily mean I'm like, oh, let's buy in, because if that would be the case, I would be buying in right now. But I'm not. I'm waiting to certain announcements. If they do come up with these announcements where they change things about, you know, the tokenomics and the burning system, etc. If they come with those announcements, I would definitely straight away buy in more, and I would probably more than double what I have in there right now. So I would buy in quite heavily, because then at that time I would definitely be bullish. So that was all. Quick update for you guys. Tomorrow another video on LuxRare, a little bit more detailed on LuxRare and what I think is happening there and where I think it's headed, and more about X2Y2 of course on the daily. Thanks for watching though, and I'll see you guys in the next video.